Hi, Cancer. It's still our season. Cancer season is forever. I hope you had a great birthday. I hope you feel celebrated, loved, renewed, nurtured. I think that honestly, our season is kind of like a refilling of our cup and even like a payback, or like just this cosmic reciprocity that we get, to remind us like, no, like the way that you are naturally is the way that you're supposed to be because we need you. So I hope it was good for you, and I hope you take this time to keep celebrating. Like, just keep riding that wave. Just keep riding it. Because you're already getting like the need to take care again, of everything else. But things, they are a changing. It may not feel like it or seem like it. It may seem like things are really slowed down or like almost frozen, but they're not. They're taking shape. The bottom of the deck is the Bone Collector. And in this card, there is a reminder that everything is being kept for you. Your inheritance is being protected, is safe. The magical map shifter here is really kind of asking you what you want to do, where do you want to go, and I think that's a really hard thing right now because you're in this fully embodied, almost like heavy, not in a bad way, but just like you're weighted. Your presence is so weighty. I tell Aquarius this in their message. So if you have whatever house Aquarius is in for you, you may want to check that out. But inside of the sanctuary messages, I told Aquarius, and it's feeling very resonant here now, that you know that what like the moves that you make have these like big ripple effects, and in some ways that understanding or that awareness is making you feel a little tensed and tight because it's like, well, I don't want to do the wrong thing. And while that's very honorable that you are so considerate, you are not responsible for everyone. You are supposed to be conscious about your engagement to the everything and to all that is. But it's too much pressure. It feels like it's a little too much pressure because there's not enough play and like fun. It's like universe and spirit is like, what do you want to do next? And you're like, what am I gonna do next? And so, breathe, center in the heart space. I'm also feeling like your fields, you needing to like expand, because I don't think you realize how much you've like grown. And so yes, you're weighty, but you need to move your field out more so that it's not as dense. And I literally see you like putting more rays out instead of like keeping all of the rays in. And yeah, that's doing something in my solar plexus. Oh yes. So what is next is letting yourself be seen more. Well, now I'm gonna cry. There's something You don't want to ruin your peace. You don't want to make a mistake that will set you back from this, almost like this tranquility that you've earned, is what it feels like. But you have to understand that you're alive, like you're living now. And now that you're like back fully present in your body and like really present is really the only thing that I can say. You can't mess this up, because that was the goal. That's always the goal, is to be present. And I see all of the choices. I see all of the directions you can go. I see all of the ideas. But you have time. It's okay. Like, you have time. Let's read what the book says. So emotional. When the magical map shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission to make you aware of the people who come into your life to impact your personal growth. Perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be the best you that you can be, or someone who leads you out of a difficulty and into a place of safety or success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents that they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The magical map shifter always initiates you into a better version of yourself. And my solar plexus is like lighting up on fire. Your purpose is also molded by what other people have built, what other people need, what other people want. You still are primary, but it's like, oh, I didn't know that I could even do that, right? Like it's the interdependence and but that full moon in Aquarius, the first one, we'll have another one at the end of the month. But what that channeling came through, and you can go back and watch that here on IGTV, or on IGTV if you're watching this preview on YouTube. This magical map shifter looks like somebody else setting us up, like setting up the tea for whatever, like setting us up to win. We can't, and it's not just spirit of the universe, it's actually like people. And so what if you don't even have to do anything? You just have to be ready. So just continue what you've been doing. When you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. So let's read the challenge. When this card is in this position, it reminds you that you're stuck due to your obstinate desire to get what you want, when and how you want it. Perhaps it's uncomfortable to admit that the course of action you've chosen for yourself isn't right for you now. Even so, you have a choice. You can struggle in the mud and get nowhere, or take a moment to observe where you are, then step out, wash away the dirt, dry off, and find other things to do. A much better adventure awaits you. You'll know when it's time to embark on it. And I don't think for you it's like, I think you're at a point of surrender. You're just like confused around what's next. And so just float for now. Floating is not the right word. What's the right word, Spirit? Be rooted. Take root. Get a little bit more before we go into the sanctuary. I got Princess of Cups in the Fool, and I said something about surrender, but immediately when I pulled it, I heard, I give myself away so you can use me. My life is not my own. To you I belong. I give myself to you. And obviously we're our own person, but y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean. It's feels like a higher calling. So it's above what you can ask or think. You couldn't even dream it up. You couldn't even dream it up. So just surrender. All you gotta do is show up and do the work. Prince of Discs. So let's get into your reading, Cancer. I love you.